Good afternoon, everyone. We'll get started with Joe Guzi's talk, Developing a System Maintenance Plan with Python. Take it away, Joe.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks to Pyohio for picking me. Yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to do a brief introduction on explaining what GIS is in case you're not familiar with GIS. We're going to go over the components of a GIS system maintenance plan, talk about reasons to have a system maintenance plan in general. We'll hit on Python's role in our system maintenance plan and things to consider when drafting your own system maintenance plan. But first, GIS. GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems. No, hold on, sorry. So to make sense of the immense amount of data in today's world, we can map it, utilize and visualize data on a map, and find hidden connections and insights as they emerge. It gives us a deeper understanding of the world, guiding decisions and actions. I stole this from Esri's website explaining what GIS is because I just think it did a really great job. And there's an 8-minute video that you can watch on your own. But that's kind of what GIS is and what it does. So it helps with data management, maps and visualizes data. Then you can do spatial analysis to understand the patterns that emerge and then communicate those patterns and use that to make decisions. So yeah, that's what that's all about. I work for Stark County GIS Department. So Stark County is south of here, beautiful Canton, Ohio. And I work for the government, the local government. And so we use GIS to help maintain a multi-agency enterprise GIS, not only for the county departments, but the cities, villages, and townships as well. And here's a quick look at our hub site. So we have several kind of mapping applications that are available. So you can look up parcels, analyze data, extract data so you can do your own GIS projects. And that kind of thing. So that's a little bit about what GIS is and how we at Stark County use GIS. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about. So this presentation is kind of centered around GIS, but a lot of the concepts can be used across the board as far as a system maintenance plan and how we've developed it. So hopefully you can take something away from this. So in Stark County, we kind of experienced a period of growth in our GIS system, as you can see from the chart here. So from 2016 and 2017, we just grew massively in the services, web maps, and applications that we've developed to service our constituents. And because of this exponential growth, it's made our system kind of hard to manage. It's difficult to understand the relationships between the different system components. And it just became difficult to maintain. And as you can see from the chart here, we started auditing, and we'll get into what I'm talking about when I mention auditing. But if you see from 16 to 17 in the blue services chart here, it goes up drastically. But then we started auditing in 2018, and it kind of levels off a little bit and kind of maintains it. So that's kind of what we're talking about when we talk about maintaining our system and auditing that we'll get into here shortly. So when it came to the system maintenance plan, we had some questions that we wanted to answer. We had some things that we were doing that could be called system maintenance, but nothing was really set in stone. And actually I printed out what we had and I physically took it apart and started kind of looking at the pieces and parts that we had. And I came up with, okay, so these are the questions we want to answer. Why are we doing this in the first place? What is the purpose of having a system maintenance plan? Then we talk about what we'll do in the plan, and then also what we'll use to maintain our GIS system, and then ultimately how we'll maintain it. So that brainstorming kind of produced the different sections of our system maintenance plan. So the overview covers the why we're doing it, what we're talking about. And then what we'll do are the audits, monthly system health check, and the upgrades. And then what we'll use to maintain our system are the tools. And then lastly, the how we'll do it are the procedures. All right, so now the overview of the system. So this is Kevin McAllister's battle plan from Home Alone. just to give the overview of the whole plan. So when you're thinking about systems, different things make up a system. So in the GIS context, we have databases, we have ArcGIS servers, enterprise, Python scripts. If you're thinking about your own system, it could have any number of components. So the point is just to have an understanding and an overview of all the different things that make up your system. Diagrams help. So this is our Stark County GIS system in diagram form. We use it to kind of highlight some of the best practices we're attempting to follow, and all of those servers have a purpose. So next we get into audits, and I've got a plan. So these are the kind of audits that we do of our system. We're auditing all of the individual components that make up our system. So we have the enterprise lineage audit, which is actually a tool that we're using in part of our system maintenance, so we audit that. Excuse me. I mentioned ArcGIS Online and ArcGIS Enterprise. We audit those, and then servers we're auditing as well. And then the automated SQL Server component audit. I named it that way so that I could sneak in a funny word with an acronym. Thank you for laughing. And our geoprocessing tools and services audit, as well as the Python audit. When we go over the next couple of slides, because it's the Python conference, I'm going to focus primarily on the Python audit because that will be the most prevalent. But the point is, all of these other audits will follow the same or similar idea with how you audit those different components. So this is our audit implementation workflow. Honestly, when we first started auditing to try to maintain our system, we didn't really know what we were doing. We were just kind of trying some things. And the first thing we tried was an inventory. We wanted to know, okay, we have this part of the system, and actually our first audit was Python. We wanted an inventory of all of our Python scripts. So that's what we did. We looked at all of our Python scripts, wrote them all down, and that was our first Python audit. And then the second audit was a checkup. Okay, now we know all of our Python scripts. Are they working? We couldn't tell you, so we had to check. So that was the second audit, and kind of making sure everything was working and putting pieces in place so that we could check periodically. And then the third audit was performance. Okay, so now we have our scripts. We know that they're working, and we know when to find out if they're not working. Let's try to make them better and make them more efficient and perform better. And then ultimately the fourth audit kind of became a future enhancement and has this kind of own workflow where as we're going through this audit process, we're talking about the various things we're seeing with regards to the component we're auditing, and then comes brainstorming. Okay, how can we audit this better? What should we be looking for? That ultimately turns into procedures, and then the following audit we execute those procedures. And as we're going through that execution phase, we refine them, and then it just becomes a part of the audit that we do all the time. So as far as our audit implementation goes, I mentioned we started with Python, and that was kind of really what kicked it all off. We went to our bosses because we couldn't answer the question of how many Python scripts do we have out there. We couldn't tell you when they were running. I was young, dumb, and cocky, and thought I knew it all like the back of my hand, but when pressed to actually answer the questions, I couldn't. And so we went to our bosses and said, hey, give us a week of not doing our actual jobs, and let us take a look at all of our Python scripts. And they said, yeah. And so we did. And we did it in the second half of 2017. And the fruits of what we did in that first audit were great. Kind of gave us permission to do it again in the next 6 months. And because we were able to get such positive information out of doing these audits, we kind of said, okay, we should expand this. And then so in 2018, we went to our bosses, hey, we want to do this for ArcGIS Server and Enterprise. And slowly, now we're auditing all of our system components. And that's kind of how it worked. And really, executive level support is kind of what I wanted to hit with this slide. We had to prove ourselves, and what we were doing was actually worth it. because when you're talking to your bosses and saying, hey, I don't want to do my job for a week, I want to work on this so that we can make sure everything keeps working, you really have to sell that. And so being able to do that, getting the support to let us give that a shot, and then seeing how it helped us really allowed us to keep going with it. So that was awesome. So this is the Python script audit overview. So all the things that kind of I went through with the implementation workflow is really how we got started with this. So now every Python audit, which is every 6 months, we check the scripts just to make sure if we forgot to document any of them, we have those documented. We determine if they're working. Then we review anything that needs to be changed. Implement any other changes. So like this is like a global change. Excuse me. I forget which year, but we implemented like a code base to kind of standardize our code. And so one of the Python audits, we just went through all of our scripts and added our code base. So that's kind of a good time to do that, to refresh our Python scripts and do that. And then lastly, upgrade ArcGIS Pro. So this is a GIS specific part of our Python audit, but we have Pro installed on our GIS SaaS server. So that was one of the names of the servers where I did not win the acronym name competition, and because it doesn't spell anything. I wanted it to. Anyway, I digress. So we upgrade the software that runs all of our Python scripts, and we check our Python libraries that our scripts are using to make sure they're in there, because sometimes when you upgrade Pro, those libraries don't come over, and it's sad. But so that's part of our Python audit as well. And okay, so then this was actually the result of our first Python audit. So it's our script schedule. So we're using Windows Task Scheduler, and so we have here documented when all of our scripts are running, the batch files that are running them, really all the things that you would need to know to answer those questions I couldn't answer when I was young, dumb, and cocky. We also note certain scripts are looking like at all of our databases. So we have those marked too, so we know which scripts that we need to periodically check to make sure they're still looking at all of our databases. So like if, for example, someone were to create a new database and not tell us, we would check that script to make sure all of the databases are being checked. So we'll do that in the Python audit as well. So this is kind of an example of one of our scripts. I'll pull it up in Visual Studio here in a second. So what I'm talking about, all these different scripts we have running, this is an example of one of them. It updates our city, village, township layer, and basically I'll just show you. And there it is. Except I can't really see that. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, I'll go look here. So yeah, this is our import. You're seeing our code library where we have some of our commenting documentation, and please don't judge me. This is only part of my job. I don't do this all the time. So yeah, an import block, I had to put that in a try statement because we were having issues with one of our libraries not importing and then the code not running at all. So we put that in a try block so that we make, or at least tell us it's not working. Then we got a nifty function. That nifty function does a lot of field calcs to see which city, village, or township is being processed, and then it populates some of the fields in our layer. These are connections to our databases. And then, yeah, basically it's going through our GeoAdmin layer, which we use for mapping the different areas of Stark County. And then it dissolves those areas into the cities, villages, and townships. And adds a few fields. That's where it's adding fields. And then we get into, it's still adding fields. Keep going. This is where we're doing the field calculations to add data to those fields we created. And then when we scroll past all 36 city, villages, and townships, we get to the part where it updates the data in our other databases. And that's it. So that's kind of how we use Python in GIS. So it's basically, in this case, it's maintaining data. So we have one feature class, or in the database context, it's a table. but we call it a feature class. And we have data editors that are updating that layer with different annexations and things and junk and stuff. And then our script goes through the magic of bringing all those pieces together and updating the layer that you'll see when you look at the different cities and villages on our maps. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to close that because we're done with that. And so moving on. The other part of our system maintenance plan is the monthly high-level system check. So this is a 2-hour meeting where we get together and look at the different parts of the different components of our system at a high level. This is just to kind of be proactive and make sure things are running smoothly. So we look at our server logs just to see if there's something in there that we can fix. Instance summary, so this is related to RAM, so we're seeing how many services we have out there and how much RAM they're consuming. So if we need to tune anything down. And then we actually wrote a Python script that tells us that sends us an email if our scripts are running. The problem was nobody was reading that email. So now we have it in the monthly system that at least once a month we're reading that email. So it happens. And then ArcGIS system monitor, we review some of the metrics that it gathers for us about the rest of our system. So now we're talking about upgrades, and I don't know if you guys have ever felt this, but when you're upgrading things, you just want things to go according to the plan, just once. So to try to combat that is to effectively plan for upgrades. So the upgrade section is broken down into these 3 parts, the schedule, the plan itself, and then a mission critical test list. So the upgrade plan, we were looking at evaluating the benefits of new features. I was very gung-ho with trying to stay on the bleeding edge of the GIS technology, and there are consequences to that sometimes. That's a story for another day at a bar. But the point is, really should look at your business needs versus, if you actually need the new hot item versus if you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. But then on the other hand, if you don't upgrade your software every so often, you get to a point where you can't upgrade in place, and there's consequences to that as well. So in our plan, we've decided to not be more than 4 releases behind so that we don't have to run into that problem. And then with the Esri software, there's a longer support cycle on the .1 releases, so we're going to favor that. And then ultimately, consider upgrading our development environment all of the time so we can at least play with the new bells and whistles somewhere, but just not in production. So that's kind of what our plan looks like in diagram form. Going through the upgrade process, if we decide to do it, we'll do upgrade staging, test it. If it fails, we'll revert back and fight another day. If it passes, then we'll decide if we want to move on to production. If we say yes, we'll move on to production, test it, and if it passes, then everything's all right. So when it comes to testing, have a mission critical test list. So I did not want to get into the story that I was going to tell you, but through that process we learned that there was a feature in our applications that was very used by this one department, and one time I upgraded and that feature didn't work anymore. And I didn't know they were using that part, so I didn't know to test for that during the upgrade process. Thus, the mission critical test list was born. So now whenever I upgrade, I have a series of things that I test for to make sure everything's working. And that'll vary between organization to organization. It's unique to you and what your customers are using. But it's important to document, and it's important to test those things. So yeah, that's the mission critical test list. And now tools are part of the audit as well, and because it's all part of the plan. So these are the Python scripts that we've developed to kind of automate the gathering of data about our system. So all of these scripts kind of are interrogating our components and generating lists that we use for the audit process. And all of those lists are kind of pumped into the ArcGIS Enterprise lineage tool. And basically this tool brings all that data together. I'll just show you in diagram form. So we have all our components on the left there. And then we have used Python to kind of inventory all of those components and gather information about them. Then the Python scripts update a SQL database, and then we've made some SSRS reports to view that data, and then we use that information as part of our maintenance. All right, how am I doing? All right, 10 minutes. So now we're getting into reasons to have a plan, because I love this plan, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Excited to be a part of it, excuse me. So whether you have a small system or a large system, those are tribbles, in case any Star Trek fans in here. GIS is a living thing, much like a tribble. And they need to be cared for. If it's not used or neglected, things can stop working, you might not even know about it. So being proactive is important and ensures everything will continue to work smoothly. The system maintenance plan provides an inventory of all your components, a periodic check, more informed decision making, and procedures to upgrade your components, and increased bus factor. So there's an article listed here, and it talks about the impact of if you or someone in your organization were to be impacted by a bus, how the organization would be affected. You know, if couldn't move on until you figured out what that person knew. And so having a system maintenance plan helps ensure that to increase that bus factor. So if something were to happen to me or someone else on my team, we could keep going because all that's documented. So Python's role in our GIS system, it's part of the GIS system itself. We use Python to synchronize our databases, move data around like I showed in the example script, just general maintenance. We use it for notifications, so we have it looking at some of our layers, and when they're edited, they'll send emails. I could talk about this for hours. And then also it edits and updates some of the data based on some of the things that we have our scripts looking for. But then it's also part of our system maintenance plan where I've automated the gathering of the information that we need to maintain our system. So looking at generating inventories of all the items on ArcGIS Online and Enterprise, looking at an inventory of our users so we know who's accessing our system and whether or not they are accessing our system. Certain components have different license expiration dates, so we're using Python to look at that as well. So things to consider when drafting a system maintenance plan of your own. Start small. We didn't start auditing all of our things all at once. We started with Python and kind of grew from there because what matters to you and your organization, you might not know it immediately. So just start small with something that you don't know and want to know more, and then hopefully it'll grow into you looking at the rest of your system. Start organically. That's been a kind of a recurring theme at some of the other sessions I've gone to, in this conference even, is just start. A lot of times that's the hardest part to get over is, you want to know all of these things all at once, but if you just start organically and see what happens, at least you have a place to work from. Automate the audits when able. So I mentioned that's how we're utilizing Python a lot is automating the gathering of information. Because, I could sit there and manually go through all of the items on ArcGIS Online. There's 2,700 of them. That would take me a long time. So using Python to gather that information for me is crucial when trying to look at all of that information all at once. Find a schedule that works for you. So I mentioned working with getting executive level support from the bosses. This is our kind of audit schedule. So each X is a week, except for when it's shared on a month. So like, for example, the server and web applications in May, that's just 1 week. But anyway, I digress. So the point is, find a schedule that works for you. Our bosses support us doing this, and this is kind of how we show when we're auditing the different components of our system. Mission critical test list, I already hit on this, but should be unique to your organization, and make sure that you are testing when you do your upgrades. Document, document, document. Document your system, document the procedures, and document your audit results. The audit results are perfect. They're not perfect. The audit results are important because that's how you can communicate to your bosses of how well you're maintaining your system. I've been loosely talking about ArcGIS Online without telling you what it is, but there's items on it, and during our audit process, we're looking at how many items we can clean, and at the end, we generate a sheet of how many items we've deleted. And I'm proud to report our last audit, we got rid of 16% of our items. Thank you. And that's a metric that bosses can easily digest. They don't need to know why we deleted it or why it was in there in the first place. They just want to know that we're doing our due diligence to make sure our system is running efficiently. So communicating that in a meaningful manner to them is important. It's also important to you because you need to know what you deleted, because when you're looking for it 6 months from now, you know why. So document everything. And that's all I got. And I think, we got 1 minute for questions? I can take a question. You say it out loud and I'll repeat it just to keep it easy. Or we can just stare at each other awkwardly. All right, well, thanks for coming, everybody. Have a good night.